You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, huh? Laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, huh? Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey. Hey.
You
What up?
supposed to be popping it, girl.
Girl, oh, I love my little intro. What's
Look,
going
I had
on, Deanna?
nothing, girl. I love the intro too. Oh my goodness. Do I got an echo? Hold on.
No, you good. Am I
Is
echoing?
that
No, you was good.
no? I thought I had an echo. Okay, good, good, good.
Yeah, you
But
sound clear.
nothing, girl. You know I had to come on there even in my bonnet because I like your intro, honey. That's a
Thank
jam.
you. Thank you,
It
thank you,
is.
thank you. Girl, we got a lot to talk about today. Everybody, please come on in. We on Facebook, we on YouTube tonight. And make
Bring
sure
your
you guys
tails
like
on
the video.
in.
Yes, and share the video, like the video, subscribe to the Hood Table. Man, Belle Collector Review, Season 1,
Oh,
Episode 12, Reunion Part 2. What up, Josh?
he done ran back out of there, girl. He done
Oh,
brought me my drink and he gone, honey.
he dropped, he up there with playing spades or dominoes.
Tonk, girl.
Tonk,
I don't know.
really? Tonk
I
is
don't know
fun.
how to play tonk.
Yeah, Tonk is fun. Tonk is fun.
You know how to play? I knew you knew how to play. I don't know how to play, girl.
Yeah, but I prefer my spades all day.
Mm-hmm.
All
Mm-hmm.
day. I prefer my spades. But yep, so
Yes.
let's see. Where do we want to start? And just so the chat knows, me and Deanna already talked about it. We're gonna break things down as the show was going along. So we're gonna, try to keep it a little structured. And then, after that we can just talk about whatever. But it was just so much going on. Like
It
I couldn't
was.
believe how much shit was going on this episode.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Girl.
Stay off
Oh,
those
girl.
phones.
Girl, I can't. Oh, what? Stay off the phone.
Stay off.
Tanya. I mean, the hood type of girl I'm just so used to calling you
Oh, you
your
no, you can
other
call me
type.
Tanya. You can
But,
call me Tanya.
Tanya, okay. But, girl, Tanya, girl, it was a lot. It was a whole lot going on this season. I feel like they cheated us, and I'm not even going into, nothing in particular, but I feel like they cheated us because we was kind of starting to get bored with it. And then we get to the reunion and find out like all this new stuff, like, huh?
Yeah, like why wasn't none of this on the show?
Right.
And we're gonna talk about that too, and especially about Glenn and Antoinette. Like at the beginning of the show, they started right off with Glenn and Antoinette. Like the rumors that we was talking about, we was right. We was right. They had to do with Glenn.
Yeah.
And he did cheat on his wife Antoinette. I mean, not Antoinette, Letitia. Why I say Antoinette?
Yeah,
Letitia.
Letitia.
But my thing was, she act like it was just
Nothing.
nothing.
They
So how do you feel
breezed
about
over
that?
that like, girl. She breezed over that like it wasn't nothing. But okay, so what I picked up was that she was cheating too, obviously. So I'm figuring she cheated after he had the baby, okay? But she acted. It's like, okay, so I met. Oh God, it just makes me go off into something. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna keep it on her. Okay, so it seemed like when she cheated back on him, it may have somehow in her mind felt like she was on even playing field.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how some men try to make you feel so bad about something you did, knowing they didn't did something worse.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he might have played that card with her. And so
Mm-hmm.
she was like, let's start over, because she act like him having a baby wasn't nothing. She just talking about, if I lose his friendship, like, what?
Yeah. Like as
They
long as
she
she kind of make it sound like I understand he had relations with other people. He had a baby outside our marriage, but she was like, if we do divorce, we gonna always remain best friends.
Right, whatever.
I'm like, how that gonna work out when he done slept with how many? Because it wasn't just one woman; it was women.
But that's the thing, though. I don't. She reminds me of one of the women that they don't care what it takes to keep a husband, they gonna keep him.
Exactly.
So that's kind of
Exactly.
what I got off of her. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I even got mad because Egypt didn't even stay on the subject.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
came up. She just said, "There's a baby. Yes, there's a baby." And on the preview, I don't even recall. I even went and watched that like two or three times. I don't even recall on the preview Egypt asking him on the actual show
Mm-hmm.
about the baby.
She didn't. They just, like you said, they just skating over certain things. But
Like,
remember when Egypt said, who the baby mama is, and Antoinette said that it was one of the ladies that Glenn had an affair with. I was like, well, damn, Antoinette, just how many ladies did he have an affair with? Was it a few, a couple, several? I
I
mean,
don't. Ooh,
and it probably
girl.
would have been. It probably was one of the singer too. The way he was lusting and drooling all over her when she brought that girl in her bedroom. Sure.
She said Letitia probably hadn't gotten over it since they've been together so long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she seemed to gotten over it. Like now, I think she was more mad about what's her name, Antoinette,
Antoinette. Mm-hmm. Hey,
than
Melissa.
anything.
Hey,
Hey,
Sharon.
Melissa.
Thanks for tuning in tonight, ladies. Please make sure you share the live out. Please. Thank you so much. But yeah, I think
Melissa,
it was
girl, you'll
messed up.
pick up, I promise. Oh, girl, I just noticed.
What?
It show you if they looking on Facebook or YouTube. Girl, I ain't
Both.
high tech.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Because I have a following on everything: IG, Facebook,
Yes.
Twitter.
I ain't know it show you like different one, I guess, because I'm just on one.
Yep. But when they count the number of people who watching, they add them both together.
Okay, that's
Hmm.
good.
Yep, yep. So it helps your views. I always
Uh-huh.
go live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time.
Same time, gotcha.
Hmm. Yep, but
But
yeah, she asked, and they didn't say who it was or nothing like that. But then, like, what about the tea? Like, as far as after Latrice hit up Letitia about the baby rumor, like 2 or 3 later, it hit the blogs. So Antoinette had called Latrice, and Latrice clicked Kaylon on the three way. And then after she clicked Kaylon on the three way so that Antoinette could hear the entire conversation, from what she heard, Latrice, she did like reiterate that she told Kaylon not to go on the blog. So Letitia heard that. So why do they still think that Antoinette went to the blog?
because I think Antoinette getting blamed because that's her friend.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That could be it. That could be it. Because yeah, she still didn't believe that that Kaylon was the one to tell the blogger, and I was so confused. Egypt was even confused. Did you see Deanna? Did y'all see
Girl,
when Egypt rose out of her chair when Kaylon was like, "Let me tell the truth," and
girl,
Egypt, she rose up out of her chair. She was like, "You keep talking about tell the damn truth. That's what
that's
we've
what
been
we've been
trying to
trying to
say." Yeah,
think.
she said that's what
I
we've been
like
trying to
how
get
she
the
did
whole.
it. I like how she handled her because Kaylin needed it.
What
She
up,
she
Ken?
Kaylin, hey Ken. It don't make no sense. Kaylin was all well, one, she was a non-factor. Two,
Mm-hmm.
I do side with Letitia. Okay, Letitia,
Uh huh.
when she said that instead of you trying to, oh, Letitia and Tambra, I agree with Tambra as well. You sitting up here as a woman trying to break down these women and tarnish her reputation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Kaylin was a non-factor. I believe that Antoinette kept getting blamed because even if her and Kayla's no, I take that back. Her and Kayla are good friends because they went to college together. So you
Mm-hmm.
brought this person in here. So I really think that's why Tisha feel like she does towards Antoinette about it
Mm-hmm.
as strong as she do.
Yep. And then per Kalon, she said she admitted to saying, I thought it was messed up what the blogger said about Letitia, but pertaining to Marie, Kalon absolutely believes that Marie was still in the PPE
Yes,
loan and that
but
she's a convicted felon.
I still believe she trying to slander her. That's
Mm-hmm.
my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. You know how your bestie talk to you, and then you gonna side with your bestie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you don't know these other people. I think Kaylin doing that. She's out of place, but that is what she's doing. So by her doing that, she kept saying what she say. How did she put it? She was getting ready for the defense, not the
Yeah,
offense.
she was helping the defense, not the offense. Mm-hmm.
No, no. You already two steps ahead. Why are you talking to someone that you know this man had already been going after Marie before Kayla had the interview? So why would you do
Mm-hmm.
that?
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting setting up no help and no defense. You starting it.
Right.
Period.
And I agree with Egypt. She was like, those are some serious allegations that you're making towards Marie. And if she indeed is a convicted felon and stealing money from the PPE loans, why would she put herself on a show that can be seen nationally
That's what
every
I
week?
said.
And putting all her business out there, what she doing, opening up these businesses and all that kind of stuff.
It
But
don't make sense.
it don't make sense. It don't make
Mm-mm.
sense. So I believe Kaylon went to the blogs. I'm not too sure if Antoinette helped her with like the storyline or anything like that, but I do have a feeling that they both might have been upset from the way that Kaylon was treated at the brunch, and maybe that was payback.
She wasn't treated like nothing.
Well, I mean,
She
right,
came
right,
at
right.
Marie.
She
She came
felt
at Marie.
right, but she did feel some type of way. Like I know she wasn't treated a certain way, but she feels like she was
Yes.
offended. She was offended. So
Don't
I think
nobody
it was
care how
payback.
she feel. We
Mm-hmm.
don't care. We don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kaylin was wrong. Kaylin keep up mess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's what it was. Kaylin started that stuff and you talking about defending your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your friend need to defend herself. What's her name? Antoinette said clearly her way of being shady is with a smile on her face. So it
Mm-hmm.
seems like she can handle herself. It wasn't no need of her going as far as she did. Now,
Right.
whatever Marie has going on with her business, that's Marie business.
Mm-hmm.
And if she finds out not to be true, it sounds like Marie wanted to get her for slander.
True. That's what it sounds like, and she just might take her to court. She just might.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I wouldn't be mad if she did, but because Marie, she
Okay.
claims that she's innocent of all charges. She claims that she's never had a criminal record. Egypt, she kind of basically co-signed, like, yeah, like, why would she want to come on here? But what do you think about Marie's statement about everybody's jealous of her? Do you think that's
But
it?
Marie ain't got good sense.
I know she's talking
Marie
about
ain't got good sense.
Kaylon. Mm-hmm.
Now, Kaylon, I think Kaylon ain't jealous. Kaylon just don't like her, and she
Mm-hmm.
probably in some way is, maybe intimidated by her.
Mm-hmm.
But them being thinking that now, no, I don't say they jealous of her because the way Marie put herself out there, like she wants somebody to be jealous of her. She brags and boasts about her money a lot. It
Mm-hmm.
really don't, it don't really phase nobody if people on the same level as you
Mm-hmm.
until Marie is used to being around people that has less than her that are probably jealous of her.
True.
So with
True.
her having issues on top of that because we can look at Marie tell she ain't wrapped too tight. I still like her, but the truth is what it is.
She
So
ain't
with her
wrapped too
thinking
tight. You're
like,
right.
yeah. So with her thinking like that, she yeah, in her mind, she probably does think everyone's jealous. Now, I did believe her when she said that about Latrice specifically.
Hmm.
I do think that Latrice is jealous of every woman that come in the room. I believe that. I
Hmm.
really do. I think that she is insecure. For what reason? I don't know, but she is insecure about something. And
I
when it
told
comes
you
to
why.
other
I think
women,
it. I think it's still. Remember, I told you last week on your channel. I think it because of her husband. Because he's always, he's
she shouldn't have
he.
picked her.
He think he's an old pimp. He's an old ladies man. I know for
She shouldn't have
real.
picked his butt. She shouldn't have picked him, honey.
Yeah,
Just like
yeah.
them, their blue eyes, they was blue one day. Girl, let me quit getting off subject, girl. Go. You
But
heard
yeah,
her.
okay, okay.
Girl, bye.
But okay, so after that, they Egypt dismissed Kaylon because her time was up. So then
Hmm.
they brought out the husbands, and starting with Marie's storyline, Egypt replayed like scenes of Marie dealing with her disrespectful son and her estranged husband, and also clips of her and her new guy friend. But after that, Egypt asked Marie, how is her son doing after his explosive blow up? And Marie said he's doing very well and that they are back close together. Do you believe that he could have possibly um okay, this okay, my question is this. The way that he blew up, hitting the wall, screaming, cursing her out, disrespecting her. Do you believe
That wasn't the
that he could
last time.
possibly? Yeah. Do you think that was just like a one? She made it seem like it was a one-time thing. Him tearing up
Nope.
her home, and then he
Mm-mm.
went to a doggone therapist, and now he's never ever did it
He
again.
all back. Now let me tell you why I believe that that's a lie.
Hmm.
I believe he has done it again. It probably hadn't been caught on a show or
Or
whatever that we'll
before
see next
that.
season.
Hmm.
But I know he done it before because
Right.
nothing in your head would have clicked get no phone.
Right.
Okay. If
Hmm.
your child, I don't have kids and you do, but I'm just saying, Tanya, if your child disrespected you, the phone would probably be the last thing you think about grabbing.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's, you know what I'm saying? To tear somebody head off, like that'll be the first mama instinct. I'm not finna call
Exactly.
no phone. You know, like what the f wrong with you or something like that. I might give you a warning before destruction, but I'm not gonna grab
Well.
my phone for no witnesses. I felt like she done been through that before. And I think it has happened again. We just probably hadn't seen it. Or maybe it's, probably verbally between him and her personally. She probably
Hmm.
won't let that out because she going
Hmm.
through enough. But girl, I want
But
to
what
ask
about this?
you. Oh
Oh, go
girl, I
ahead. Go
hope
ahead,
I
boo. Go
bet
ahead.
no, I bet it's probably the same question. You go
Oh,
ahead, girl.
okay. Okay. Well, my next question was, well, not question, but basically a statement. It's either what you and I believe, or it was basically a fucking staged storyline.
Yes,
Was
yes.
that what you was gonna
I
say?
I think all of them are staged
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
at this point. I do the I can't say well some realness I think, but for the most part they giving us too much stage stuff. Okay,
Right.
but I wanted to ask you, girl. I know this is
Mm-hmm.
on your. I know you got this down.
What?
What do you think about Marie husband? That's the most we ever heard him talk. Or
Marie's
ex
husband,
husband.
I like him. I don't care what nobody say. He's funny.
Girl,
He
he
is
is a mess.
crazy.
I think he
He
should have been on the show more with that.
and see the reason why, like the fact that see Marie, I don't trust her. I'm not saying that she stole PPE loans. I'm not saying that she didn't been to jail. I just don't
Right.
trust her because why lie the whole season saying you married? And I don't know if you've seen my review of the show like 2 or 3 episodes ago before the reunions came on. I said that I don't think. Remember when she dropped her and Essie dropped those 2 boxes off at his house when Marie so called put him
Them,
out? I was like, who the hell has
yes.
a husband with only 2 belongings? And I said, was they even really married? Like, and I said they were
Yep.
married, they got divorced, but did they really get remarried? Because if they did, why he
Yep.
only got 2 boxes of belongings at your house? And why he got his own house?
Thank you.
So I'm
Thank
like,
you.
she
His
lied
own
the
house
whole
under
season.
construction. And
Right.
then on top of that, she made it seem like he was gone with a woman over there to Aruba and knew he was over there with some man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But what man you know? I don't think Josh got a friend in the world that will end up in Aruba with him, a hard
No.
leg.
No, not one man. If a man goes to a place like Aruba, they gonna take all their homies. It's gonna be like a bachelor party
Hmm.
or a divorce party or a birthday, graduation. You know, it's gonna be something like that. They gonna take all their homies, not one dude. Which is
Thank
probably
you.
why some people think he gay.
Thank you. He talked like it, but he said he not. So I
Hmm.
don't know, Chad. But then again, like I said, you and your homeboy in Aruba, Chad. What you got going on in Aruba that you
Thank you.
can't go by yourself if your wife can't go?
Thank you. Yep, Sharon says she agrees that she thinks most of it is staged. Hmm.
Yeah, Sharon, I think so too.
Yep. But what do you
I
think
think
about
so
the
too.
next question? The next question that Egypt had asked, well, basically she was talking to Cedric, and she asked him, do you find yourself being a father figure to Marie's son? And he said that they have a non-traditional relationship because as a blended
Girl,
family, it's tough to come down on Jerez since he has a true relationship with his dad. And then that's when we found out that Marie and him wasn't even married.
married.
You know what I'm saying? But how do
Hmm.
you feel about what his statement was as far
I
as he
think it
don't feel
was
like he's a
bullshit.
father figure? Me too.
Bullshit. Okay, because I'm gonna tell you this. First off, he lied. You
Hmm.
know why I say he lied? If Jarrell had a relationship with his real father, and if his real father was anything, of a man,
Hmm.
first off, Marie wouldn't have the problems out of him that she have.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Second, he would have respect for him and it wouldn't be a problem with him talking to Jarrell. But
Right.
I thought he was going to actually say that he couldn't be a father figure because he wasn't setting a good example. But when I say he's funny, but he's a manipulator. And
Hmm.
when you listen to him talk, he talks all around the question. He won't answer for nothing in the world. I
Yep.
cannot stand that. I feel
Yep.
like people be playing on my intelligence. When they do that, like, hold up.
And that's what
She
he was
asked you
doing.
one question. Yes.
He kept avoiding Edith's questions. You like when she asked him a question, he went on to say, like, I first of all want to give honor to the Lord and my Christ the
Girl,
Savior, Jesus Christ. Then he went on to
girl.
compliment Maria and her and Essie's success. I'm
Baby,
like,
relationship, baby. Did you see how he got up and went across from Marie and sat down?
he said because of their relationship. He said first of all, he said as far as it goes with her and Essie and Marie, he said before they were even married, he realized what type of relationship they had. He already knew where he stood. He said their bond is so strong that it was no room to build a marriage. And when they say
He
that again, I can't help but to think were they like
they
Egypt?
going together. He put it
Yeah,
out there every way possible. How
hmm,
could you not know they weren't going together? He said that they
I
couldn't
see
even be
you.
sexual. Okay,
I
he
saw
said that
it.
they couldn't. Okay, he said they couldn't even be sexual. Come on now. How
Hmm.
come you can't be sexual with your wife because of I that like? Are you okay? Okay.
I'm telling you, I read writings. I read between the lines. I really did.
Yeah.
He was like, regarding this Essie chick, that they got a whole relationship on their own. And I ain't never had a best friend so tight or so close. And I got friends who I'm close with, but ain't no man ever said I come after
Mm-mm.
her. No, your man's supposed to come
And
before
accept
everybody.
it. And accept it.
And
And
accept
that's
it.
let me tell you, with their relationship, I do get gay and lesbian teas.
Yep. Yep.
I feel like Marie and her husband came to a realization that they're putting on a face for the people because they are at that age where, when they were growing up, being gay or lesbian wasn't all out and spoken about. So sometimes
Hmm.
that's kind of, buried down and that's kind of grow up in them.
Hmm.
I
Well, you
really
know what?
believe that.
Uh huh. Uh huh. You know what? Remember when SC called Marie her soulmate? I wish Egypt
Girl.
would have said, "Well, where does your husband fit in with that?" Because Bessie did say she was married and that she wasn't gay.
Right. And that was the first time we heard Essie say that. And girl, I was not proud of Essie makeup.
Mm-mm. No, no.
I don't know why
Why
they
her
put that
eyes look like
casket
they?
powder. Girl, and the
Her
casket powder.
her eyes
Mm-mm.
look like they. I don't
Mm-mm.
I don't know. I didn't
Mm-mm.
get what was going on with her makeup. I was like, what the hell is going on? Usually the only
Essie didn't
person
make it.
makeup I'm talking about is Tambra. I always
Marie.
talk about her.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Tambra. Huh?
Yeah,
Oh no.
Tambra.
I'm glad they didn't let her ass wear pink this time. She tried.
Girl.
She
That
got a little
lipstick.
purple.
That lipstick. But
Oh,
yeah, I think Cedric is maybe, possibly, allegedly gay, and Marie and them relationship might be
yes.
a little bit closer than meets the eye. But I don't know.
Yes.
But
Yes.
as
And
far as
because
go ahead.
oh, I didn't want to cut you off, but I want to
No, go
say
ahead.
this. This is something else that Essie said. Essie was
Mhm.
like, when okay, so Cedric made it seem like he knew about Essie and Marie relationship before he came into the picture.
Mhm.
But when Essie got up there and began to talk, Essie was like, well, when they relationship, when he went off and she got sick, me and her got closer. And I'm
That
saying to
was
myself, well,
weird.
if y'all was already close, because he felt like y'all was already that close, like somebody lying to us. Is they playing in our face? Because we saw a lot of contradiction. We saw a lot of dancing around subjects. It was just a lot, like
Mhm.
not nothing was direct. That's why I feel like Egypt wasn't a good fit.
I don't either. I don't either. And I think she was a little too aggressive. Like we always have these even like on Love and Hip
Hmm.
Hop, Real Housewives will line up. We had these cast members who be going off, arguing and screaming. But I think Egypt was way too much aggressive, like how she walked off the show that week. Even the production people said, Egypt, you have to go back in there and finish the show. You can't just
It
walk off
wasn't
the
even like, girl, know your place. You wasn't
Mhm.
on the show. You had your show
Right.
or
Right.
wherever. So, like, if you're gonna be on here, if they let them get it out, let the
Hey
producer
Fee.
stop them. Hey, Fifi,
Mhm.
boo.
Yep.
But
Yep.
let the producer stop them. You know what I'm saying? It was like she took over. And then the
Mhm.
stuff that she should have been aggressive about, that's when you went
She
hush on.
wasn't. She wasn't. Right. And welcome to the chat, everybody. Make sure you please share the live out. Last week we was on Deanna's channel, so a lot of people might not know she's over here doing this
Hmm.
week's review over here with me. So please make sure y'all share out the live. We really do appreciate it. Now let's get to Egypt was talking to Letitia and Glenn. And when she starts speaking to them, so they replay clips of her trying to revitalize Ferris Street, as well as the argument between Marie and Kaylon at the brunch, and also clips of her husband Glenn asking her to sign a contract, but then proposing to her at that couples dinner. Now,
Hmm.
Letitia claimed that after people saw her on the show, people from all over the
Yeah.
world has reached out to help her with her dreams of Fair Street come to reality. So, do you
Hmm.
believe that might be true? Because the way she was
Nope.
acting all through the season was nobody was giving her the time of day.
I don't believe it. I
Yeah, I
don't.
don't either.
I don't believe it. On the simple fact because she know where she's staying and she has to keep
A
Marie
storyline.
and them on her
Or,
side. She has to keep a
oh yeah.
storyline and Marie and them on her side in case she does. Now I'll say maybe one person probably reached out to her, but I
Mhm.
know everybody reached out to her. Ain't nobody that interested in nothing in Mississippi. And she, okay, y'all have a show down here, but be honest, what could you actually bring? It's gonna be set up for people that's already down here. So,
Right.
and you
Right.
already say you're not getting much help from the inner city. So it's like, okay, you in right here in the city. That's where you need all your support from. So
Exactly.
I don't
Mhm.
believe her. I really don't.
I
Like
don't
I
either.
said, yeah, she keeping a storyline. She better go back to Glenn and his baby because that's more interesting. I'm mad that what's her name? The host didn't
Oh,
stick
Egypt,
to
Egypt, Egypt.
Egypt. Yeah, I'm
What did you
mad that
call her?
Egypt didn't
What
stick
did you
to
call her,
that.
Deanna?
I call her the host, honey. I don't even know her
Oh, I
name.
thought no, I thought you called her something else.
Oh, no, I ain't cut up on her, but the girl, Egypt, just like that would have been the PowerPoint, I believe, of the whole show. And
Yeah.
like we were saying at first, I don't like how they didn't elaborate on all this stuff today because it kind of looks have us looking at the show like, what are they talking
Side
about?
eye, like y'all keeping all the action behind the damn scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and Sharon
Mm.
agrees that nobody is supporting Letitia, and Fifi said she said, "Girl, no, hold up." Fifi first said, "I'm stuck on her being jealous of old girl." I think she's talking about which girl, Fifi, and then Fifi said, then she accused old girl flirting with him. Oh, she talking about Antoinette.
Antoinette,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's talking about Antoinette. Yep, Fair Street.
Hmm.
Yep,
I don't.
yep. Nobody.
I don't think she got no help.
Hmm.
I really don't. That's just my deep feelings about it. Because you know why I don't trust her with that? Guess
Yeah.
what?
Hmm.
Remember when she first went to talk to them about Fair Street and she was excited and the guys told her, that you can't buy it, you can lease it for a couple of years and all the
Hmm.
extra stuff.
Hmm.
Well, remember, she had never actually presented it to the ladies, but all through the beginning of the show, she was
Hmm.
saying that she wanted everybody to get their own spot, and she was the only
Right.
one who wanted that building.
Right.
And then, yeah, when she got the price, she changed it from that to
Uh
now,
huh.
I need y'all to invest in my dream. This is what I want. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. Girl, I don't believe her because we already caught you in one lie.
Exactly.
I mean,
Hmm.
we caught you in one lie, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they've been lying a lot. Like, okay, let's see. Egypt had
Oh
asked him about
goodness.
the baby. She said, Letitia claims that even though there's another baby, she and her husband have been together since like high school and that they are best friends. And you know what she had already said about they will always be friends and everything. But I'm like, Cedric's ass was like, that's so beautiful. Did y'all remember when he said that?
Oh, he said
That
that
is
shit
so big,
is
girl. And
beautiful.
did you see
He said
Marie
that
giving
shit
him a
is
side
beautiful.
eye? Marie was looking at
Honey.
him like, nigga, I know you ain't.
Like
She's like, I
because
know you ain't.
it's some bull. Marie knew it was some bullshit because she knew that her friend Letitia had danced around that question.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you said it talking about it. Like I said, Marie is the perfect example of a woman that would keep a man by any means necessary. Look, just because you've been with a man for 20 years or since he took, that don't mean that that's the man for you. That may
Exactly.
mean, yes, that may mean that you just went through a lot of stuff and you just turned your head to a lot of times you should have walked away.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, years and all that don't mean nothing if somebody ain't treating you right. And if you going down making it so comfortable, because I'm the type of person I'm not gonna say that I would have a problem with the child in particular, but I will say I would never have no trust. I wouldn't, I couldn't just honestly fully trust you if you
Mm-hmm.
had other kids because, for one, okay, baby mama or not, honey, let it be your first one, your last one, and woman that pushed out your child is gonna have a special place in your heart. I don't care,
Exactly.
regardless of what you say, who they married to, you know what I'm saying? All that is after when it really don't matter. So that's gonna be my one problem. I can't fully trust you. For
Mm-hmm.
two, if
Yeah.
you make a baby on me, which it sounds like what happened with Glenn and Letitia, like they was in a relationship and he had the baby on her. Because if you've been with him since high school when the baby came in, y'all had to been together. So
Girl.
if it, girl, I'll be gone. You're
And
not
not
finna
only
go and
did he
have
have
no whole children. Mm-mm.
yep, and not only did he have a child, but it was ladies. Not one,
Right.
not one. We don't even know how many exactly there was. or who they were. So, they skated right over that. But what about the contract? Like, Egypt had then asked him about the contract, and Glenn said that he wanted to protect his investments and to make sure that they were good regardless of their marriage. What do you
And we
think that
didn't.
was all about?
I told you he put money probably into that whatever she, you know what I'm saying, the brunching is for her to have a spot on that show. I believe that. I haven't read it nowhere. I really don't know. But what else could it be? What other investment?
Oh, you see
Like
what she said? Hold on, hold on. Do
Fifi
you see the
hell, girl.
chat? She probably
Fifi
did.
said
They
they like
probably
it.
do threesomes.
Ain't no telling. She'd
The
do
way he was
anything to
looking
keep
at
her
that
man.
girl, he was looking at her like,
Thank you with her cheap ass. She looked at cheap.
real
She
cheap.
looked at cheap.
But yeah, as far as that contract, I was like, I don't know what he exactly meant about protecting investments. He could have, but then I was thinking like this: maybe she wants to protect her investments because you the one who got some kids out there in the damn street, and when that lady gets that baby child support, sometimes they blend in the money from the wife and the
Yep.
money from the husband. So shouldn't she
Hmm.
the one be talking about you sign a contract or make the baby mama sign a contract?
I believe he just like you said last time, getting ready for that child support. And then
Uh
the
huh.
thing about it is, he done made a whole baby, but you talking about giving him 51%. That goes further to show you anything to keep a man.
Yep. Yep.
Anything.
Yep.
Like
And
what?
she's one of those women. Like, you know why I know she's one of those women? Because Glenn was being really hypocritical. Like, he can cheat on all these different women. He can have babies on her and everything. But the moment she even entertained a man with just conversation, he told her he was gonna basically leave her. He was like, okay, men can do that. We can cheat and have babies on the side, but women, when y'all do that shit, it's a wrap. Ain't no
And
coming
then
back. Ain't no, we
I
gonna
didn't
still be together.
I didn't see the point of asking Lord, Latrice's husband
Yeah.
when he because like okay that man old. Latrice probably know he might even have him an old woman on the side. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like you asked the wrong one
Yeah,
first
she
off.
gonna say, "How do you feel about this, Cliff?" He was like, "I agree."
I agree. I agree. And then he switched it though. He
Yeah.
actually switched it. He talking about if a woman cheats with a man, she has feelings, but a man can cheat with another woman and not have feelings. Well, think about
Not
it.
all the
Either
time.
way,
Not all the
e-
time.
not all the time. Hell no, because I used to be one of them cold blooded ones, baby.
Uh
But the
huh.
thing about it is, if you're thinking that way, you already know that the woman you cheating with must think like that too, right?
Mhm.
So if the woman you cheating with can fall in love with people and shit, why do you think? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's different. Why is it any different if you know that's how women act? And
Exactly.
back to the thing, that wasn't even a fucking question. That's what made me mad. I'm like, why is you asking him and he ain't even asking? He just detoured this to a whole nother
They've been
level.
skating all over the place.
Girl, I'm like, come on now, let's get back to this baby. And she up there, oh, we gonna have a wedding and yams. Girl, shut up.
I know yams. He was like, "Where the yams?" That every time he turned around, where the yams? And I think he be talking about what's between her legs. I don't think he be talking about
Yes.
no
He ain't
yams
talking about
because
no
the way
candy
he be like,
yams.
"I like me some yams."
Thank you. Thank you. And then
But
she up there
yeah,
hollering some brown sugar on it. Baby, it take more than
uh-huh.
brown sugar to make yams, girl. So
He
I
done had
already know.
enough brown sugar, girl. He done had enough brown sugar.
Okay. And that ain't no lie there, honey. And she should have
Exactly.
known.
Yep, yep.
Mm-mm.
But then they moved on to Latrice and Cliff, and when they moved on to them two, they replaced scenes of Latrice and her husband on their first anniversary date, and also on the second anniversary date. When Latrice made up for the first one. Then Egypt asked,
Ja.
"Why is she liking herself to Beyonce?" But social
Stuck up.
media said, "Y'all ain't no Beyonce and Jay-Z. Y'all more like Cookie and Lucius Lion from Empire."
Honey. Ratchetness. She said she'll take that too, though. She'll take that too. She's stuck up. She's smelling herself. I wouldn't say I guess that's not my persona. So even if I did come up with 3 million a year or something, I don't think I would be stuck up. But I probably would talk a lot more mess than I talk now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's why she really think that maybe Beyonce is her who she looks up to,
Oh,
you know.
Deanna,
It's,
it sounds
mhm.
like some ducks is quacking in the background.
Hold on, girl, hold on. You know I'm in the country. Hold on.
You said Tisha don't have no money of her own. She ain't making no money with doing. She showed the hell ain't. You said why she's so angry, girl. Yep,
All
and
right, I
Letitia.
drowned them out, girl. I think
Okay,
I drowned them out.
okay, yeah. Letitia, Fifi said why Letitia so angry. And Sharon said Tisha don't have no money of her own. She ain't making no money doing them brushes. Yeah, how is she making money? Her husband making all the money.
Yes, and that's why
So,
he was investing. That's what I
uh
think
huh.
he invested in her little
Mhm.
spot. Because we talked about last week, her brunches was just last year.
Mhm. Mhm.
You
Yep.
know,
Yep.
they was just they just started last year, so somebody gave her the money to start it.
Mhm.
Now, how she got her name out there and started rubbing elbows, I don't
Mhm.
know. I think it would be interesting though if they tell us how her and Marie relationship started though.
Right. I would like to
I,
know that. Mhm.
yeah, like how do you and Marie actually know each other? Because
Yeah.
I ain't
I
hear
would like.
nothing about that. Hmm.
Yep.
And they
Yep.
real
But what
tight.
about? Oh, Fifi said she was talking about Leticia. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, what about when Egypt was asking about their marriage and their 20-year age gap difference? Cliff got four sons and one daughter, and then she asked Latrice, "Is any of the kids around her age?" How old do you think Latrice is? Because she was like, maybe, possibly. Like she don't want to give her age, which probably can understand that, with all the people out here on social media. But still, how old do you think she is?
Well, I thought she was in her 20s, and I was right because I Googled her.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And she's
She
29
do.
years old. She's
Mhm.
29 years old, and he's 54.
So she's 1 year older than his oldest son. Okay, okay.
Yes.
And
That's
then
why she
she asked,
said something like that.
uh huh, yep. And then
Hmm.
she asked, then Egypt asked them, would they like to have a baby? And he was like, I don't think he really wants a baby. What do you think? Because he told
Mm-mm.
Egypt, because Latrice said, remember when she was saying, what about little
Liverella.
Clifforella, Clifforella.
Hmm. That was so ugly, girl. I'm
I'm
like,
like, oh,
Egypt.
please don't name that baby no Clifforella. But she was like, yeah, I might, I talked about having a baby, but he was like, my daughter, she stays with
Mm-mm.
us at the house. That's your daughter right there. He don't
And
want no more kids.
I thought that was interesting that his daughter wasn't mentioned before.
It wasn't because at first, remember he said when she said kids, he said I got four sons. He said nothing about a daughter until she asked
Yep.
her, "Did you ever want to have kids, Latrice?" Then that's when he said, "Nope,
Hmm.
we got one at home, mine at home, and she helps raise her."
Right. And I'm like, wait a minute. Why
Mm-hmm.
they ain't never said nothing about this little girl? Like, which one was she at the daggone party or whatever?
Yep.
What you
Fifi
call it? The
said, "Mm-hmm." You talking about the
family reunion or something.
oh
Hmm.
yeah, Fifi said he didn't. He said he didn't on one episode. I think he doesn't want to have any kids. And yep, Cliff said, yeah, he
Oh.
is approaching retirement. He's 54 in 10 years or so he'll be retiring.
Hmm.
He has to
Hmm.
start all over raising a new child right now. But I mean, Latrice is young. That's things you got to think about when you marry your grandpa. I mean,
She'll be able to draw his social security.
because men can have kids forever. I mean, shit, till
Hmm.
they like 80 years old, damn near. But
Okay.
that's one thing you gotta think about. Dating an old person. Well, he ain't old per se. He's 54. But dating somebody much older than you who already got a handful of kids, and then telling them you want to have a baby and they about to retire, child.
Girl, they don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to
Cliff.
hear it, and he don't want to hear it either. But did you notice how she was rolling her eyes when he talked about his daughter?
Yep. Yep. I wonder what
Mm.
that's all about.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
we'll
tell you
get into
what's it
that
about.
next episode.
I'm gonna tell you what it's about, girl.
What? What is it, girl?
Do you remember when she was explaining? Yeah, I don't see. I don't mind giving him a part of her company, and I don't see us breaking up or getting a divorce anytime soon. Did you see the look on his face? You need to see that. He had a look on his face like, girl, we finna get a divorce sooner than you think. Like he literally turned his face with an expression mark. I was like, really?
Right.
Like
And
you brave.
hmm and speaking of that divorce, I think she's the one who probably should have had somebody sign a contract because that girl makes a
Yep.
lot of money. I mean, I know they be shading on her hair, but
Hmm.
she got some beautiful hair that she be selling. And
She do.
I wish I could afford a shoe. That shit is real expensive. But
I told you she let you make installments and shit.
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Hmm.
But still, I think if it was me, she literally because they asked him, one of the viewers said, "Did you fund Goddess Lyn's hair?" And he said, "No." He said, "I support her if she needs me, but she started that baby
Hmm.
by herself before me. She put in her own funds. She made smart investments, and connections.
Hmm.
She did it on her own. So me personally, I probably would have had somebody sign a contract before I married him
Okay.
because she is
But
rich."
I think about this. You have to think about who we talking about, Latrice. So
Yeah.
if she making 3 million a year, she ain't married nobody making less than 3 million a year.
That's true. I wonder
Hmm.
has he ever said what he does?
They ain't never said it.
Yeah, I don't think I can recall. Sharon said Cliff daughter mother probably won't allow the daughter to be on camera. Yeah, that's true. And I think she said she
Hmm.
was a teenager. Didn't she say she was a teenager?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she was a
16.
teenager.
Hmm.
Yep. Well, after that, Egypt then spoke with Antoinette, the dentist, and they replayed scenes of Letitia shading Antoinette at every chance she could. They showed scenes of Antoinette and Latrice leaving the brunch after Marie and Latrice got into it. And y'all remember when Marie said Antoinette looked like a little puppy dog running behind Marie?
Hmm. Hmm.
And then they also showed the scene where Tambra got into it with Antoinette at her sage and champagne homes cleansing party. But why right after that they started arguing? Antoinette and Marie, they started going at it like big time. And then Antoinette demanded that Marie refers to her as Dr. Antoinette.
Girl,
Marie was
bitch, I'm
like,
not in
bitch,
your
please.
office. I'm
She
not in her
said, bitch,
office. I
you
don't
got me
blame her.
all the way.
I don't blame her. On the
She said,
simple
you got me
fact,
all the way. I wish I would call you Dr. Anything.
you know what? I would say she do her respect any other time, but at this particular moment, you ladies are still on the same playing field.
Uh-huh.
So, no, we're not going to use your doctor here. I'm not coming for no checkup. I'm
Right.
talking to you directly. And on top of that, the tree sitting next to you is calling you by your first name, and she ain't no better than
Exactly.
me. So,
Exactly.
mm-mm,
And I think another reason
mm-mm.
why she was doing that was because of the fact that Antoinette hates when she called her names like pup and all that kind of stuff. But then again, Marie, she still believes that Antoinette was behind those bloggers. You know, the allegations that the blogger was talking about. So they both
Yeah.
been throwing shade back and forth at each other. But Marie, she does seem a little more malicious sometimes than
Hmm.
Antoinette with her shade. But
I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
because you know what? Why it seem more malicious? Because Marie upfront and direct when she don't like somebody, so she
True.
disrespects them right then.
True.
Antoinette and Kaylon and Latrice likes to work behind the scenes and plot on people and keep up stuff. So
Yeah.
it will look like Marie is the aggressor because Marie is coming out with what's going on and how she feel, as why Antoinette and them do they little smiling and hey, and it wasn't me and all that busting out crying.
Uh
See, I
huh.
don't trust none of that.
I don't either. I don't either.
Mm-mm.
And thank you everybody for the likes. Make sure you like and share the video, please, and thank you. Um,
Thank you.
Fifi said that Cliff, he has a land. She said he had a landscaping shirt on one day, and that's probably why their lawn looks so pretty too. They got a lot of land. Remind me of you.
He probably on a bit. No, they got girl. They got what we got compared to them ain't nothing, honey. They riding all up and down hills and go karts and stuff, girl. We ain't got nothing but legs and feet. We do got a wagon to drag you across there, though.
I believe that Marie started it. You know, she be doing too much. I'm with Fifi. I think that Marie, she did start it. I feel like she
With
did
who?
with Antoinette and Latrice, like when they were at the brunch. And Marie came at her crazy
Yeah,
about that damn
yeah.
hair that we all know was switched. But she
Now
came at her anyway.
she did start that,
Hmm.
but Kaylon should still know her place. And I
Right.
think Kaylon actually went over and beyond. If
Yeah.
Marie trying to do it, we gotta keep it up there. We know they plotting already on us.
Right. Right.
So if Marie want her name to get out there, did you hear what her husband said when he said you the star and this, that, the other?
Uh huh.
Like she always have to have a shine on her. That's just the type of person she is. So yeah. We know she started with Latrice with that hair there, because I said from the beginning, I said, girl, your hair was switched at the hairdresser.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
And you
And
shouldn't have
then.
left it there.
Yep. Yep. And then Egypt had then asked Antoinette, you know, why she didn't invite Marie or Letitia to her Sage and Champagne home cleansing party. And I think it
Mm-hmm.
was like quite obvious why she didn't invite Marie. But as far as Letitia, I had always said that I thought she didn't invite her because of course she would be bringing Marie right along with her.
But
So
how fair is that when you brought Kaylon with you? You
well
brought
I think that
Kaylon
but
to
see,
Latrice thing.
but see, she was invited, and they all was like bringing friends and bringing assistants and bringing
Right.
PR, and you know
So
they
I
always
still
bring
think.
people. Hmm.
But I think it was so much going on behind the scenes that they didn't show us while
Yeah.
we were standing up there like, well, why you didn't invite at least Letitia if you wasn't gonna invite Marie? And I
Hmm.
still think like that. I don't like Antoinette. That's the one that I really least don't like because Kaylin really don't matter. But
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think Antoinette is real phony.
Hmm.
Like she think because she got a nice smile, like girl, that's all it take. Like no, honey, you phony as hell.
Hmm.
And she plays both sides.
And see, I don't know which one I like better because I think they all shady. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I think I really don't like Marie. I just really don't like her.
Mm-hmm.
She's just so condescending. She just thinks she's big shit, like she's better than anybody around. I don't really. The thing about Letitia is I think she was trying to use the ladies through the entire show for money.
Yeah, me
Um,
too.
I don't know about that. Tampa Marie, I think she puts 20 on 10. Kaylon, we already
Mm.
know what that is. Latrice seems cool, but she also seems like she be doing some shit behind the scenes, like with Kaylon and
Phony.
that, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I have to go another season before I really be like, okay, I'm feeling this one, I'm feeling that one, you know.
Right. I'm about like that too. Now I do side with Marie. I really side with Marie when it comes to that brunch.
Hmm. Hmm.
Antoinette, I'm not feeling her.
Hmm.
Um, Latrice, I'm proud of her, but I don't like her. I don't like Latrice because Latrice is sneaky and she can't speak up for herself. And
Hmm.
when Letitia told her that she acts different when Antoinette is around, I believe that wholeheartedly.
Hmm.
I
And I
do.
want
I
to ask
think.
you about that. I want to ask you about
Mm-hmm.
that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So she did mention, Letitia said one of the reasons why she can't trust her or whatever. She said we're not developing a friendship. She was trying to develop a friend, pure like entrepreneur, like you know something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that when she's with Cliff, she acts a certain way, and when she's with the other ladies, she's like the mean girl. And
Yeah.
I do remember one time when they were somewhere. Where was they at? Was it Antoinette's her party for her dental practice when Latrice said, "Oh, I gotta act right because Cliff is here with me, and you know I gotta be on my best behavior and shit." But
And
when
she
it
act like a little girl like Cliff, her daddy, instead of her
right,
husband.
right. But then I got
Mm-hmm.
to thinking, I'm like, with most situations, most couples, we don't act the same exact way we act around our men that we act around our homegirls. I mean,
Mhm.
we just don't. Like, there's things I do around my homegirls that I would not do in front of my man. Like,
Mhm.
just things. And
Mhm.
vice versa. There's things men do with their homies that they ain't gonna do in front of us. So I kind
Mhm.
of like don't think that's fair. I don't think that's a fair equation. Now, it'd be one thing if she was acting two different ways. Like, she acting like, let's take Cliff out of the picture, okay?
Mhm.
And if you guys are out on a date or at a movie or whatever, and she's just, oh, you my friend, you my bestie, you my bestie, and all that. And then, like, when she gets around different girls, then she's like, bitch, what, So taking
Yeah.
Cliff out the equation, I would have to go on that because
Well,
I don't think that's fair.
me personally, I do. I act the same around Josh's with my homegirls. We don't talk the same mess, but
Right, right. See,
we
that's what
know
I'm
for the
saying.
most part,
Mhm.
like, okay, so in her particular case,
Hey,
I'm gonna speak on
Tamriel.
about her. Hey Tam, in her particular case, I feel like she okay, she is really hood, but when she gets around her husband, she acts prissy.
Hmm.
So that's what I'm not feeling. I do understand Letitia when she said that because I was like, yeah, you seen the whole everything change. Like my girl don't like you, and she think I don't like you, so I gotta act like this. But that comes from all that talking,
Yeah.
amongst themselves and about each other and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. Some people
Yeah.
can't hide their feelings when they do stuff like that.
Yeah. She
So
said,
I think that's one of them.
yeah, Fifi said she liked Letitia, but then she threw her off at the reunion. You right, she threw me off too. And then Fifi said, and Latrice, her husband, was there. Hmm? And she told Latrice her husband
Oh,
was.
I guess she was telling Latrice that Antoinette was flirting with her husband too. And
Oh,
why
yeah. Hmm.
yeah. And why is it always Antoinette flirting with somebody's husband? Now one husband might be an accident, might be a coincidence, but two husbands,
I
you
don't
ain't that
know.
friendly. She
I
smiled
think
too much. She smiled too
I
much.
think she's just really friendly. Like, Letitia was accusing Antoinette of flirting with not only her
Mm-mm.
husband Glenn, but
Mm-mm.
also Latrice's husband Cliff. And
Mm-mm.
I, of course, this was probably stuff that happened off camera because I didn't
No.
ever see her flirting with anybody on film. Not even when
I
she was
hadn't
just by
either.
herself. Even when she was around other men who weren't married, the only person she really was flirting with was that dude from Ghana, the one she went on a
Yeah, who she was talking to? Yeah.
right. But that's
They
literally when
should have
the shit
asked
hit
her
the
about him.
fan.
Did they
Mhm.
ask her about
They
him? I don't
asked
even
her a little
remember.
bit, just a little bit. It was just like, do you think anything going to develop?
Breeze through.
They kind of breezed right through that. But the shit hit the fan right then when Letitia made those accusations against Antoinette. But then I was also saying, girl, Marie, your husband probably flirts with anything in a skirt since he's always cheating on
Mm-mm.
her and getting women pregnant on the side. But you worried about Antoinette? Like, okay, picture it, Deanna, picture it.
Mm-hmm.
We having a party. I throw a party. I see your
Mm-hmm.
husband. I walk up to him, grab his hand. Hey, how you doing? And then I hand him a drink. Like,
That's
I
not a
wonder how
problem.
much can you read
I,
into
I don't
that.
I don't look at that as a problem. I
Yeah.
think I don't I really don't even really know what to take of it. But when she said that with her husband, I was like, okay, that might have been, she looking a little deep into that. That's
Uh-huh.
what I said. But when she said something about her husband too, but they never I think they touched around that. They never elaborated on that. Even Latrice just said we talked about it, all three of us talked about it, and
Mhm.
and that was that. I'm like, wait a minute. First off, I want to know exactly what happened with Latrice and her husband. The reason why you think that, not only she flirting with yours, she flirting with hers.
Well, see, the
Because
thing. Oh, go ahead.
that
My
was
bad.
heavy. Nah, I was just saying that was heavy. That was heavy.
Right. Well, see, my thing was She was making those accusations about both of the husbands. But then when Latrice talked to her husband, what did she say? She said, "My husband, when he's drunk, sometimes he just misconstrues his word. His ass was drunk.
Worse,
He was drunk. Okay, he probably."
Miss, baby, what you mean, Miss Screw? What you saying?
I'm like, first of all, the dude flirts with people when he's drunk or sober. He outright flirts with her friends. So
Mm,
if Latrice even got mad at Antoinette, I'd be like, okay, that's my homegirl. You should be flirting with my friend. But damn, I'm like, if it was any other girl, I would have been like, well, shit, your husband, he done flirted with all the women on the show. If you want to be honest,
right. Look what
you know.
Sharon said. Sharon said, I think the whole flirting thing was something made up before the show started. It didn't make sense. It didn't. She
It
said
didn't make no
Antoinette
sense.
did not want Howard Hewitt.
I
Look,
I think it was just a storyline. I'm telling you, these storylines seem so fake. The only real storyline
yes.
I saw was about about who was that in the chat? I don't know, but I'm about to block. Who are you? Anyway,
We got a hater girl.
no, he said, why was this recommended? Like, people like YouTube recommend stuff to me too, but I don't go in the person's chat and say, why did they recommend me? You know, that's dumb. But
Just
anyway,
exit stage left.
it's a
Hmm.
troll. It's a troll. But yeah, so I don't believe the accusation that and Antoinette looks like she was so hurt. Like, really? She don't even seem
Hmm.
like, and I don't know her. I don't know her, but I didn't see nothing like that, like all show like, and you know a flirter when you see a flirter, Deanna. Like her
Yeah.
husband, like Latrice's husband from the day one. I was like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
he probably got
That's
hoes
why.
all over Mississippi, to be honest.
But you know what? She knew what she was getting herself into, and I blame her too because she is jealous. I
Yes.
wouldn't get jealous if Josh called somebody beautiful, but he don't talk like that. So
Mhm.
he might tell me, but he
Right.
ain't finna tell. But I'm just saying, like, you look nice. I like if Josh commented somebody else, it wouldn't bother me
Hmm.
personally.
Hmm.
I mean, I just don't
Some women
feel
they don't
like
like
that.
that at all. I'm like
But
you. I'm like if they ain't overly
yeah,
flirty, you know.
right. It ain't like they trying to help her out and you just standing there, looking crazy or nothing. Like if she look nice, okay, she look nice. Now I don't even think he just brave enough to say it in front of me or nothing like that. I ain't saying if he did it'd be a problem.
Right.
But it's like I guess a level of respect. Now at first I said, oh, she jealous. He just said, her friend was beautiful. She jealous, which I kind of do still feel that way because he said it in front of you. You were talking to her. He was just, speaking. Good morning, hey, beautiful. And he
You know
he
what?
walked on off. But I could see him like, come in, you want to have a seat, you need something to drink, come over here, let me talk to you to the side type stuff. Now that I'd be like, oh, what's going on? We friendly today. But I don't know. She knew she married an old slick cake daddy. Come on now. That's why
You
she
know
got
what?
her.
Yeah, exactly. And the same thing with Letitia because while you talking about and I do agree that she might be jealous. But I agree with Fifi too that her husband was flirting because he's always flirting and he was drunk. I mean, imagine a flirter who's drunk. I think he was probably all over it, probably trying to rub up all over Internet. But
Uh-huh.
as far as Letitia though, I think Letitia is the same way. I mean, I think she is insecure as well with her husband.
Yes,
I think she has some insecurities with her husband,
a lot of them.
and I don't know. I just really do feel like that, especially after like he didn't. I don't know about the other men. Well, we know that Marie's husband did because she divorced him, and they tried to do it again. But as far as Letitia, I believe that her husband probably still does cheat on her,
Oh yeah, girl.
and I
Yeah,
think
you
that
can look
she's
at him and
insecure.
tell
Yeah, I
he
think
getting
that she's
plenty.
insecure, and she's around all these. Okay, your man cheats on you like time and time again. He done had a baby on the side that y'all got to take care of, and then he's
Oh
around all these beautiful ladies on this TV show. So I think she's insecure when he's
yeah,
around. And thank God
yeah.
he's out of town 2 weeks out of the month because it probably be a
honey.
probably accusing everybody, including Egypt, of trying to flirt with her man.
Honey, I really myself, I think that what's her name? Marie
Thank you,
husband was flirting
Fifi.
with Egypt.
Thank you,
I
Fifi. Go ahead, Deanna.
no, I was just saying I feel like Marie husband was flirting with Egypt on the slick.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I said, what? I'm here to like hold up. You okay, see here see Marie husband, he still thinks light skin is in. I don't care what nobody say.
Uh huh.
Her husband still think light skin is in. He
But
think
you,
he got that old smooth talk. You know,
girl,
it's like girl, he do.
yes, he think he missed a cool. But Fifi is right. She said she thinks that Antoinette is really pretty. That Tisha was in her feelings, as she know Glenn's a hoe, and they know he's a hoe. How
Yeah.
do you know? Because he told us so. Sure, he a
Cause he
hoe.
had a
Hoe.
baby. Okay, a whole baby hit the floor. That's how she know.
Right? Can we say man whore?
Okay.
But
But
Fifi
she
said
feel
it was
like
written
she
all
up
over
in one. She
her face.
feel like she up in one though, Fifi. Letitia thinks she is it because Glenn has re-asked her to marry her and all the extra stuff. She is on top of the world. She thinks she doing something better and she just don't realize like, girl, all this, I don't care high school or no high school. You
Mm-hmm.
have a whole baby on me.
Mm-hmm.
Babe, going on with that. Going on over there with her
And the
because
only thing she worried
for
about is
one,
getting
you already
remarried.
messed up. Thank you, and you already messed up because you know down here in Mississippi, she actually can have that woman locked up.
Right, because what's that law?
It's
A
a
lot of
law.
southern states, yeah.
Adultery. Yes, adultery, honey. If
Mm,
your spouse get caught cheating, you can have the who they cheating with locked up in them too.
yep. A lot of southern states are still like that. Yep, you're right. And I just think that as far as Letitia goes, I really think as far as that marriage, I think that was probably done right around the time that they started filming as well. And you know why I really think she did that? They now on national TV, and she want them hoes out there to know that he ain't going nowhere. You know,
He
that's the
already
reason.
gone. He
Because
already
she
gone. He had a
right,
whole baby.
right,
Shoot.
but she be trying to make it seem like like he's so I don't know, like they love is so strong and
It's
everything, but
not.
then
And
on the side, he got a baby.
girl.
Yeah, he got a baby. I know about it.
But if we could throw the whole marriage away if I lose his friendship, girl. Hold on. If we
Thank
could
you.
throw the whole
You
marriage away if
understand?
I lose his friendship, like, girl, get out of here. The
I
lies you
swear.
tell.
I swear, Fifi and I are on the same. I swear, like wavelength. She feels like she's trying to prove something to another female, and
To
that's
the
what I
baby
just
mama.
did. She's
She
doing
trying
that
to
on
prove it.
TV.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She proving it to the baby mama.
Yep.
It
KO
gotta be.
Sports. What's up, KO Sports? You said you going to do Ruthless. Oh yeah, I've been doing Ruthless Reviews. Boo. I am. The last Ruthless show came on the other day, but I've been doing Ruthless. I can't even say it. Ruthless. It's called Ruthless. I'm up here like, woof. But yeah, I've been doing that show. I started doing this season. What season is it? Season 2. I already did reviews on episode 1, episode 2, and episode 3, and episode 4. Yep, I already did reviews on 1 through 4. They on my they just go to my main page and look at the videos, or either click on the Ruthless playlist, because there's a playlist for it. But yep, and episode 5 just came out, so I'll be reviewing episode 5. And you know we do it live. It's only a few shows that I do live. Only a few shows that I do live, because I do too many TV show reviews, and if I did them all live, that's just too time consuming with talking with everybody in the chat and all that kind of stuff. So yep, I'm on it. Yep, I already got 1 through 4 out. Yep, sure do. All the Ruthless fans, we also got a Facebook group. So if y'all want to join the Facebook group, let me know because I created a Facebook group and we got like 400 people in there and we've been discussing the TV show. So yeah, but
I look for Ruthless Girl. They
mhm.
got to be coming on TV. Is that on cable?
No,
Because
it's actually on BET Plus app. It's an app. It's an extension of BET. It's like all black television shows, movies, all that kind of stuff. It's BET
hmm
Plus, and you can download it right on your app store on your phone.
okay, I'm gonna have to check download BT Plus because I was
Yeah.
looking for it on Netflix and I said I know this ain't the show she reviewing.
Nah,
This old as me.
Ruthless is the shit. I mean, it's a
Okay,
little bit too much for some people because the stuff they do in there is totally illegal, even with the things they do to children, if you know what I mean.
yeah.
But Tyler Perry totally went left field when he created this show, and I love it. I love it.
You
But
said
yeah,
it's good.
it's good because that shit really happens in real life. I mean, look at Nature Boy and look at all the other people that have been
Oh,
running coats over time. You know, that shit really happens in real life. People just don't like to see it. You know,
uh-huh.
they don't like to see that it's really going
Acknowledge
on.
it.
Yeah,
Right.
acknowledge it. Right, right, right.
hmm
But yeah, that's how I feel about that. But yeah, as far as Antoinette, I don't think she did anything wrong. I just think Letitia got some insecurity issues from all the times that Glenn cheated on her and from him making a baby outside the marriage. So when they
But
are
she
around
need to take that up with Glenn.
yeah, yeah. I just think
Shoot.
she's overprotective. I really do. I think she's
Or she shouldn't have
overprotective.
brought she thinks she got some on her hand. I think she's very insecure, but I
Yeah.
think it's more about herself than it is with Glenn. Because if you hadn't noticed, she shows every chance she get, girl. She showed them high school pictures of her and
Hmm.
Glenn. Girl, we ain't trying to look
I
back at you
know. Ain't nobody trying to
20
look at no
years. We
damn.
see you now. Right.
Ain't
Like,
nobody trying to look
girl,
at your damn prom picture.
okay. And
No.
then, like, yeah, you were smaller, you were nice, but
That's
maybe you
probably the
should
reason
have.
why he straying because she looked like she
Thank
was
you.
like 200 pounds. No, she ain't that big. She looked like she's probably 100 pounds lighter. And some dudes
Yeah,
when you gain weight, they sometimes don't be as attracted to. I'm not saying
yeah.
that's the case for them. It could be something totally different why he
Or
cheats.
or he might, or some other girl might remind him of her younger days. I don't know. Ain't no telling. Hmm.
I had to sip on that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Did
yeah.
it?
Oh, the ruthless. I mean, KO Sports. He said the ruthless. I mean, highest killed 6 people. Yes, I just reviewed that episode a few days back. Yes, he killed 6 people. He sure did. And that scene, I was cringing. I felt so bad. I mean, I was like, if y'all don't watch Ruthless, man,
Mm.
that show is gritty. It's girl, I can't even explain it. It's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. They be trafficking kids. Mm, they be making kids be their mules, swallowing
Oh
condoms
Lord.
filled with drugs, and okay. Anyway, if y'all Ruthless fans, I do review that TV show. I've been reviewing it since day one, so just go through my timeline and look for my reviews. But yeah, as far as the show, that was all I have. I know Egypt in the end, she asked Letitia her future plans, and she said that she's this is what was so funny to me, Deanna. When Eva went around the ladies and asked them, okay, what's going to happen with you now? What's in your plans? And Letitia said that she hopes all the ladies can come together to revitalize Paris Street. And I was like, how the hell are you going to do that when you just accuse half of them of spreading rumors about you? You accuse one of them of trying to sleep with your man, but you still want
Girl,
to come together to do business with your ass? Like,
girl, crazy. It don't matter. It don't make sense. And did you notice that Egypt ain't saying nothing about a season two?
nope,
She said a good season one, and that was it. It was like
yep,
catch you next season or what you they told.
nope.
She asked them what they had in store because I don't believe it's gonna be a next season.
I don't either because the storylines were all fake. I'm sorry, they trumped up their storylines. I can
Yeah,
understand you can like lying about or making up like one particular thing, but not your whole storyline. Like it was
Right.
bullshit. And don't get me wrong, I totally enjoyed the season. I did, but I just feel like we need some more honesty. Like it seemed like all the real shit is happening on the phones, in the emails, in the
Yeah.
inbox. We bring that stuff to the
That
show.
we ain't saying. Right.
Right.
Right. Y'all, they might as well brought the blog on the show. We heard so much about.
Oh
She
my
might
god,
as well brought the blog on the show.
that would have been nice. That
Mm.
would have been nice. But yeah,
Mm-mm.
so but yeah, that's all I got on the show. Deanna, you got anything else?
No, because actually on the second part they barely talked to Tambra. Matter of fact, they took her off.
Huh?
So
Yeah,
we
they
didn't
did.
see it. Yeah, they took her off the couch to put the other two on there. So
Mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm,
mean, and then with little pink girl and
mm-hmm,
nothing else with Kayla. So in my heart, I think this is it.
mm-hmm.
I don't think that, because even if you look, I don't know how about the TV ratings, but even if you look on YouTube and look at the ratings about the show, they wasn't very high.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It
You
was
know
like
what?
20,000 at the most,
I
maybe.
didn't even I didn't even check the ratings of the show.
Mhm,
I don't know why I don't do that. I know some
mhm.
bloggers, people who do reviews, they do that, but I just
No,
never did.
not the ratings like that, but basically,
Yeah,
I kind of looked and see,
yeah.
other people reviewing the show. I think the stamps may have had the highest reviews besides the people that was actually showing the show. So
Uh-huh.
it's like it don't seem like a lot of people was real interested in it, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, they should have brought more. Like I said, maybe if they brought all that stuff that they was doing talking about on their reunion, this
Mhm.
part two, if they had brought half of that stuff that they talk about actually on the real show, I think it'll did 100% better.
I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. I totally agree.
Hmm.
And I hope everybody is like we are enjoying the show. Is because if they do come back for a season two, I'm definitely gonna still watch and review it. But everybody
Hmm.
who joined us tonight, make sure you like the video and share the video and subscribe to the Hood Table if you will, please. But I want to
Okay.
let my regular viewers know that I will have an upcoming interview. This lady who was recently released from prison from killing her boyfriend. She
Mm.
was released from prison this year after spending 7 years in prison for a crime that she swears was self defense. And she was tried once, and it was the jewelry. It was like a hung jewelry, so she
Hmm.
got off. So she was able to walk around free for like a year, and then
Hmm.
they tried her again, and the second time they gave her 7 years for murder.
Mm.
So she had small kids. Her kids had to be raised by other people, and she always pleaded innocent. And she recently just got out of prison this year.
Oh
So,
goodness.
um, I'm going to somebody put me in contact with her. So that is an upcoming interview that I'm going to do with her. Basically, speaking with her about the time she spent in behind bars and what basically happened and led up to the death of her boyfriend. So yeah.
Okay.
So look
When
forward to
is
that,
this
you
time?
guys. I have to talk to the lady first because I first
Okay.
when it's a subject this sensitive, like I done so many interviews, but on the really sensitive ones like rape and
Hmm.
child abuse and things like that or murder, I sit
Hmm.
and I talk with them first, and we go over things that we going to discuss, and all
Right.
that kind of stuff because it's just such a sensitive subject, and
Right.
you know what I mean. And there's still parties involved, like her family, the guy's family, his friends, her friends. It's still a sensitive subject,
Yeah.
and it happened in our city, so it's. So
Oh.
yeah, it's not one of those things where I'm just gonna jump on here and just start asking her questions.
Hmm.
So yeah, we have to meet and we have to discuss the show, what to bring up, what not to bring up. Because still in these situations, even if you out, still you don't want to incriminate you, say anything wrong. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So I'm sure her lawyer, I'm sure she'll contact her lawyer because she's never done an interview at all. at
Oh
all.
wow.
And she was in prison for 7 years, and she's never spoken to anyone. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's gonna be
so
good.
yeah, I'm gonna really treat it very delicately, you know.
Mm-hmm. I
But
don't
yeah, so
blame you.
I just want to give you guys a heads up. Somebody just hit me up and said she was willing to talk to me. So matter of fact, they did that like 10 minutes ago. That's why I was looking down at my phone.
Oh,
In my mind, I was like, yes. I just want to like, okay, she's willing to talk because
okay.
some people don't be wanting to talk, about,
Especially nothing like that, right?
yeah. So,
Mm-hmm.
yep. But other than that, I didn't have nothing else on the show. For the Ruthless fans like KO, yes, Ruthless came back on like 4 weeks ago. We are caught up to number 4 on the reviews. So just go down my timeline and look for the show reviews like KO was looking for, okay? But Deanna Irvin, also thank you for joining me tonight. I had so much fun last week
I
doing the
enjoyed you
review.
too, girl.
Yes, we had it popping last week on your channel when we did the reunion part 1. So I appreciate
Mm-hmm.
Anna for joining me over here for reunion part 2 and all your followers and my followers coming together for this review. All my
Yes.
followers, if you are not already, I always shout you out, but if y'all have not subscribed already to Deanna Irvin, is Ervin. Please
Thank
check out
you.
her channel. And she got another channel. Is it Deanna
Yeah,
on
uh
30,000?
30,000. Deanna Irvin on 30,000.
Okay, so she got 2 channels. She got Deanna Irvin, and then she got Deanna Irvin on 30,000. And I always wanted to know, what is that second channel name about?
Girl, it was gonna be about my temper, but I actually decided not to be on 30,000 on that page, and I
Oh,
started doing fun stuff over there, like the reviews, of course, and the games.
wait,
So
maybe
that's
have
what
you
we
thought
do
about
over there,
changing it?
yes.
Have you thought about
Huh?
changing it?
No, I said forget it, girl. That's too much, child. And then people be thinking you be trolling soon as you change your name, then it got blocked. So I just said forget it. Leave well enough alone,
But
honey.
people did that to me, Deanna, because a lot of people follow me from my first YouTube channel, Tanya's Primetime TV, which I still
Yeah,
have.
I did.
Yep,
Uh-huh.
which I still have. And so when I created the Hood Table, and I started coming in people's chats, they were surprised like how I knew everybody and knew everything. It's like, who is this
Right.
Hood Table? Who are they? Some people think I'm a guy. Like when people see me in the chat, they be like, "What up, homie?" Or they be like, "Yeah, man, yeah," or they call me he. Or I'm like, I just let them go with it. I'm like,
Whatever.
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 Yep, yep. hmm
They don't know everything they think they be knowing. That's all, girl.
Fifi is right. Did you see her comment? I want to make sure I read all the comments before we finish. But Fifi said it seems like they don't really know each other, and you are so
Right.
right.
hmm Fifi, we was wondering how Marie and Latrice met.
Mm-hmm.
Like they already met up, group together. So they was kind of trying to act like, I think that they just clicked, and the
Mm-hmm.
other two clicked when they all finally met each other. But I don't believe all of them know each other either. No, ain't no
Nope.
way.
Nope. I don't
How
think
how
so.
could how could Latrice know Antoinette, and Antoinette went to college in a whole totally different state?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
It's like,
And
come on
another
now.
thing, right? And another thing is like, how you gonna ask these ladies to do business with you, and you don't know them from a can of paint?
Right.
Like you asking for somebody to pitch in on $2.5 million
Million. Yes.
so that your dream could come true.
For your granddaddy that don't nobody know. That look
Shoot,
like he passed away in the 90s. And I'm just gonna be honest.
Girl, Glenn better start pitching them hoes.
Okay.
Shoot, all them
Okay.
girls
Instead of
they
making babies.
all them girls they how some women are. They be like, oh well, if he's sleeping around, at least he bringing money home to mama.
Girl, please. No, I don't want your money that bad. I ain't never been scared to work. So show me my respect, okay?
Yep,
Now you
yep,
can't come in here broke showing me no respect, but show me my respect because your money ain't enough. I'm sorry. I'm
exactly.
I'm what you call it? I'm selfish, honey.
Girl, who you telling? Selfish and stingy.
Okay? Like,
Shoot, selfish and stingy.
And you know what, we ain't be finna be sharing if I feel selfish and stingy, girl.
Thank you, thank you.
Mm-mm.
hmm But yeah, so I thank everybody for coming in tonight. Everybody, please make sure you like and share the video on the Hood Table. Make sure you do that. And we're also on Facebook, IG, Twitter, and we have a website, thehoodtable.com. And for those of y'all who are Queen Sugar fans, I did a Queen Sugar review on episode 6, like an hour or like 30 minutes, before this show was supposed to start. So make sure you check out my review that I did earlier on Queen Sugar. I appreciate it. You said, and she needed, girl, oh, Fifi. Fifi. See, I was about to hang up the phone like we on the phone. I was about to hang up the
Okay.
phone.
You do that too, Tanya. Girl, me and
Girl,
my friends, when they say something, girl, I just hang up because you know they done said that's
I'm
it.
like, you about to get some dry air because,
Okay.
girl, but when Fifi said that, I had to comment because it seems like she don't be cooking. Like I said that before, your man is gone 2 weeks out of each month. When my man come home, it's gonna be some hot food on the stove, in the oven, or on the grill, and
Girl.
something waiting on him and in the bedroom. And
Okay.
I don't care what kind of, and I'm a Jamaican, right? Well, I really ain't, but I work like one. I be
Mm.
having 2, 3, 11 jobs, and shit.
She said 2, 3, 11 jobs,
Yeah,
okay?
I'm gonna pack him some food up before he go back to the boat.
Girl. Be down there dropping him off at the boat. That's what
Thank
I'm
you,
like. Why you
thank
if you
you.
ain't working and you really ain't doing that, why you can't go get him from work and pick him up? Girl, I've been the first face he's seen when that boat
Girl,
docked.
it wouldn't have been that little thing that she had in the bedroom.
Girl, oh, why was she there? Period. You don't need no deterioration, honey. You looked at enough holes in the kitchen.
Like I
So,
said, I ain't
mm-mm.
no Beyonce, I ain't no Mariah Carey, no Whitney, but
To my husband, I am.
I can hold a note, and I always sing like I be singing on here sometimes. Shoot, I can hold a note and some little harmony. I would have sung my own. I would
Girl.
have sung him to sleep.
Damn the song, honey. Alexa, play.
Thank you, and I'll be right there. This microphone right here, I'll be right holding it like I'm Whitney Houston or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Bitch, I wish I would invite a woman into my bedroom just to sing something.
Okay.
She only did like what 2 bars, and then it was some made up shit. It wasn't even a
Oh,
real song.
thank you. Thank some
But
bullshit.
some
And didn't sound
bullshit.
good singing. And didn't sound good singing. And I promise you didn't.
Nope, nope.
She
All she
ain't
was
sound
doing was
good at
doing some
all.
runs. She was doing them runs, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm. And it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. I know she paid her in pennies. I hope she did.
Uh-huh. Fifi said some other woman was cooking for him. She said she don't understand the part about the woman in the bedroom. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
Letitia ain't got no storyline. Glenn's the one who we need to be talking to.
Exactly.
She
Glenn and Marie husband. What's his name? Sid
You talking about Cedric?
Cedric. Yes. We need to
Yeah.
be talking to Cedric
You
and
know what?
yeah.
All the men need their own reality show. I'm telling you, I know it
I
would be
think that men are more interested in their wives, and that's some real stuff. You ain't lying,
very,
girl.
very.
I think they are
I,
way more interested.
I would love to follow Glenn around. I mean,
Thank
watch
you.
him on TV.
Thank you. See who I
Ooh, I love me some dark black chocolate man. Ooh, child. Ooh, see, y'all about
see
to get
who
me
are
started.
working on a boat with him, honey.
Mm. Yeah, she
Look,
probably cooking on why Tisha ain't cooking at home. His mistress probably on that boat. Uh-huh.
okay.
Went out of town with him. Yeah, Fee, we know that's some bullshit. He ain't went out of
Thank
town with no
you.
man. Talking
Thank
about
you.
Doctor. What do you call him, Doctor Chris? Who was that? Doctor Christina.
It don't even matter, honey. You ain't.
Mm,
I don't even know though. What doctor that ain't married and going out of town with their male friends? And what does Cedric do that he has to go to Aruba?
girl,
What are you
I
doing?
don't,
You in Aruba?
I don't know, but he need to be home getting the rest of his house built. Shit, before he takes some damn vacations. How you living in a half built house? But anyway, that's all I got, y'all. Me and Deanna about to get off of here. Um, again, everybody, What Melissa Jones say?
Hmm.
Oh, you know what? Deanna is so used to them doing that, so I'm not even gonna highlight the.
Melissa,
I'm not
good
even gonna
night,
highlight the
honey.
comments.
Good
So
night, baby. And we over here talking about a show review,
yeah,
sweetheart.
who
You
is
kind of
that?
left field.
Who is Melissa Jones?
A troll,
Is
honey.
it a troll?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm gonna get rid of them comments because I don't like those comments. But yeah, I wasn't about to highlight that. Mm-mm. I hate when people highlight comments in the chat when it's offensive to the person on the
They
screen.
petty. Girl,
That's
they
just me.
petty.
That's
Oh,
just me.
I think you got Fifi by mistake, girl.
Oh, did I? Oh shit! Hold up, hold up,
That was
Fee.
about you were clicking, girl.
Oh my
You
god.
were blocking the mess out of folks. I think Aqua. I don't know who Aqua is though.
Okay, Fee. I'm sorry, Fee. I unblocked you. I unblocked you. I'm sorry, Fee.
I just seen it pop up at the bottom. You had got both of them back to back. I was like, oh, she was clicking.
I'm sorry, Fee. Fee, I didn't mean to block you. I think I unblocked her. I did not mean.
I think she come back in. Yeah.
Yeah, Fee, comment to make sure you can come back in because I did not mean to block you, Fee. I love me some Fee.
Yes, honey. I was over there. You heard Anton over there bragging about them melts she be doing, girl.
You said bragging about what?
Those candle melts. You know she does the
Oh yeah.
yeah, fragrance melts, girl. They be good. Oh, there she
That's
go.
it.
Yeah, she back.
Thank you, Fee. I'm so sorry. Hi, Deborah. Hey, cousin. That's my cousin. But yeah, Fee, I'm gonna have to order some stuff from you, not for me, but for my friend who's getting married. I want some really nice stuff for her. When they go on their honeymoon and they light their candles around the bedroom and
Uh,
something real
sn-
sexy and sensual.
okay.
But yeah, so I am gonna place in an order for it's gonna be one of my, what do you call it, bridal party gifts or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that'd be nice.
yeah, yep, I'm gonna do that with Fee. So yep, support, support, support. But on that note, Fifi TV is a YouTuber. Who else in the chat is a YouTuber? KO Sports is a YouTuber. Tam Real is a YouTuber. Who else? Melissa King is a YouTuber, and of course, Deanna
Yep.
did the review with me tonight. Oh, Ken Nola is a YouTuber. So everybody you see in here in the chat that I called out, please check out their channel, show them some love, go subscribe to their channel and check out their content. And of course, my co-host tonight, Deanna Irvin. Again, she has two channels, Deanna Irvin, ERVIN, and then she has Deanna Irvin on 30,000. So please make sure you go support her as well. All right. And on that note,
Thank
everybody,
you.
you welcome, boo. Like, share, and subscribe, and stay safe. Be blessed. Always remain vigilant, like I always say in these times that we live in, and keep it hood. Bye.
Good night, y'all. I enjoyed you, Tanya,
Good
girl.
night. I enjoyed you too. This was so fun.
Okay.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
Love you, girl. Bye bye.
Love you too, girl. Bye bye.
All right. Bye.